Alright, we are recording, continuing in Styx, Shards of Darkness, and I am tired. My name is actually Jim, but no, I'm kind of tired. Like, enough I was seriously considering not doing this, but I don't... it would be 2 days off instead of 1 day off, because tomorrow, I typically have work I need to do in the evening when I normally do these recordings, so... Yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, because you don't find those lockpicks you find. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, we got a decent amount of stuff. Eh. Actually, hang on, what? Don't know. I don't remember how that necessarily works, is one issue. But no, I just looked at that one. Oh. Ah, yes, okay. Because I want to get to that, so... Because that is legitimately going to be a powerful and effective thing to be capable of. How do I get in here? Oh, that's right, there's a door. But I'm still going to go through the window. That's what I want to do.
Remember, I'm not your slave. You're supposed to help me find that shapeshifter.
I've got some information. Listril will do a closed-door demonstration to the most important diplomats.
A private presentation for the elite? Yeah, you can bet our elf is gonna be there.
If you want to catch him, you must help me get into the sanctuary.
What stops me from dumping you here? What do you got that I need?
I have the list of those taking part in the presentation. I wager that he'll attend the summit by impersonating a human.
Wow, you have been busy.
Problem is that there are 4 human diplomats. The 2 main kingdoms each have sent an ambassador with his bodyguard.
When I find out whose identity the shapeshifter has taken, you'll be the first to know.
And I can then flush him in your direction.
All right, sounds good. I even think I have an idea of how we can slip you in quietly. Well, you're built like a troll. So if I find you the uniform of an elf guard, nobody'll notice you.
I'll give you a hand with your shapeshifter once I'm in Koringa.
And just how are you gonna do that?
Each thing in its own time. Once there, I'll see what I can find out about him. One more thing. I learned that Olaf, who used to be with Carnage, has been hired by a diplomat. That dog will no doubt remain at the door of the sanctuary and wait until his master returns.
So, what's that got to do with me?
I do not like traitors. Get rid of him, and you can count on some more amber.
You're starting to run up a pretty big tab here, lady. But I'll think about it.
Okay, so... I'm sorry, I'm in a little bit of a story mood right now. I still don't think we should be trusting her. I get... Okay, let me change how I want to say this. I think we need to have it more clear Styx is also using her. She is absolutely using him, because she should not be talking to him. She should be trying to kill him. So, that is a problem. Okay, we can get a twist later on or something, that's fine, but I do feel that right now, this is a weakness. The other is it Styx Shards of Darkness. We've not had that explained yet, and we're kind of getting into the game. I mean, it's... I do think that that's worth pointing out. Oh, man. At least I can tell you a little bit of why it is I'm in a little bit of a story mood. I got 3 more movies today. I enjoy movies. It's funny. I write. I probably... Well, yeah, I have a larger collection of movies than I do books, but it's also, movies are a little bit more compact than books in some ways. For better or worse.
Keep low.
But yeah,
I'm
just
already low.
good
I can never
classic
tell if you're
movies. So
sitting or standing up.
that reminds me of a
Fucking
movie.
hilarious. I'm wondering how you're gonna squeeze into one of these outfits. These elves are pretty skinny.
Stand up.
This is as up as I get.
Do you like this one?
I'd be surprised if my dagger could penetrate the armor. We'll avoid them. But don't worry. I think I know where I can find something that'll fit you. A stylish dark elf outfit with a badge to get you into the sanctuary. It's like looking for an assassin in a haystack. Should be quite easy. Even better, I already got a good idea where to look.
Don't seem bothered, but I don't like
The movie Boys Night Out, there is a joke in there with...
Stick around here and make sure that nobody gets too close.
Very well, Sir Olaf.
Okay, so that's where this guy is.
Olaf. That's the deserter Haledrin was talking about. Either I take care of him with a nice, clean cut to the jugular, or I could just steal his pass. That way, the Dark Elves will grab him, and it's bedtime for Bonzo. Either way,
I haven't seen that movie,
the party is over. Forever.
but that, yes, is a movie. Bedtime for Bonzo. It's a Von Reagan movie, in fact. At least I'm pretty sure that's the title. He did multiple. But yeah, Boys Night Out, it's more a rom-com.
The ambassadors don't seem bothered, but I like the look of those dark elves. They watch us all the time and talk to us like we weren't worth much more than those goblin vermin. Stick around here and make sure that nobody gets too close.
Very well, Sir Olaf.
I mean, to me, I see it as that there's romantic comedy, rom-com, and then chick flick.
Was talking about. Either I take care of him with a nice, clean cut to the jugular, or I could just steal his pass.
That was not
That way.
Damn it. I did not mean to fall. Anyway, but yeah, when it's... I would say Boys Night Out is rom-com.
But I don't like
And one way to put it is, that I would put it is this. A romantic comedy, many men can enjoy. Right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with a good romantic comedy. Rom-com, not as many men will enjoy, but it's still can be very enjoyable for plenty of men.
Either I take
Chick flick would,
nice, clean
well, it's a chick flick.
jugular,
It's
just
pass.
That way, the dark
Meant for chicks.
grab him, and it's bedtime for Bonzo. Either way, his day at the that looks like an altar.
Son of a bitch! I'm not seeing these people. I mean, well, the previous one, I fell when I didn't mean to, but this time it was just I straight up did not see their people. I mean, this is a lousy starting position. It really is.
weren't worth much more than those goblin vermin. Stick around here and make sure that nobody gets too close.
Very well, Sir Olaf.
Olaf. That's the deserter Haledrin was talking about. Either I take care of him with a nice, clean cut to the jugular, or I could just steal his pass. That way, the Dark Elves will grab him, and it's bedtime for Bonzo. Either way, his day at the party is over. Forever.
Oh, shit. At least I've got a better save.
Or I could
Yeah.
just steal his
Coming back to
pants.
Boys Night
That
Out.
way, the dark elves will grab it.
There's a character named Howie.
Bonzo.
Wait, pretty sure that's Howie.
Either way,
Played by
his
Howard
day at the
Morse.
party is over. Forever.
And, I thought I could hide him. This sucks, by the way. This sucks. Anyhow, because I'm trying to be very aggressive because I don't know if there's a time limit on that dude.
That way.
There's no indication there is, so I pop.
And it's bedtime for Bonzo. Either way, his day at the party is over. Forever.
But yeah, there is. Howard Morse was kind of short, and there is a scene where it is. Sit down, Howie. I think it is Howie. Sit down, Howie. I am sitting. Stand up, Howie. I am standing. Yeah. Very basic, formulaic kind of joke, but it works. It is a funny, silly movie. Okay, so it's. I don't have any problem saying I enjoyed. But yeah, I could see it being described more as a rom-com than a romantic comedy. I mean, there's a lot of films that count as romantic comedies. Like WALL-E is an example of a romantic comedy. I mean, just, it absolutely is one.
If I go through this place carefully enough,
What the hell? Where are these people? This is very densely populated.
if I go through this place carefully enough, I'm bound to track down a uniform for that big gal. Feels like I'm out clothes shopping for Heledrin.
I think I need to just not jump in there right away. That I need to back off somehow. But I don't know how, because I think that one is gonna see me. Yeah.
Yes, my lady. The few strangers found without a pass just outside the city have been arrested. Most of these lurkers will be slaughtered by tonight. Attendance at the summit is strictly invitation only.
Perfect. Keep the eyes of Lysrel open. The closed-door presentation will soon begin. No one of impure blood must soil the proceedings.
There.
If I go through this place carefully enough, I'm bound to track down a uniform for that big gal. Feels like I'm out clothes shopping for Heledrin. And I fucking hate shopping.
There's probably some armor.
Pocket sand!
Surprising. Nothing.
Ah, shit. This lunatic's outfit would have been perfect for Heledrin. And now there's blood all over it. Might look a little out of place in the sanctuary. I'll have to find another.
I don't care. I'm just trying to get freedom of movement by killing at the moment. But yeah, so the three movies I got, though, talking about those, especially one in particular, because there's an idea that I've had for a while, and I've mentioned to my family. We all kind of agree that, yeah, this actually could be really interesting to do. Unfortunately, I don't really know people that would let me take their time like this. But you know how there are, like, people on YouTube that do reaction videos to various movies or television? The idea I had would be to do that with double features, where you take two films that there's some connection between them, and you play them. You make sure that they somehow juxtapose each other. And one of the movies that I got is The Apartment, which It's a very good movie. Okay, it truly is. It's also kind of dark and even slimy, you could say. And it would be very interesting to juxtapose that, because the character who's the most slimy in it is played by Fred McMurray. Do that with a movie like... I think The Absent-Minded Professor would be best. Of those other movies that he's done that I know. I think that Happiest Millionaire, another one, would be interesting, but juxtaposed with that's a nice movie, happy movie. Juxtapose that
His uniform. I'm
with
sure she's gonna love this.
what? I had no idea that there was yet another person. I mean, it's just, this is insane.
I'm sure she's gonna love this. A little green hot sauce is not bad. For me, at least.
Well, they're not gonna find that, so. I'm just, gonna head out. Yeah, Happiest Millionaire with Double Indemnity, another movie where he is not a good guy. Son of a bitch. It is dense here. It really is. Anyhow. But the other two movies I got were Stalag 17. I'm not sure what you juxtapose that with. I mean, it's not... It's a movie set in a World War II POW camp, so... It's a comedy. It is a funny movie, but it's not really a happy movie. Okay. I was hoping I could still try to get another thing. Son of a bitch. He had to turn around just then. Anyhow. Yeah. Very good movie, though, Stalag 17 is. But also, Judgment in Nuremberg. It's an excellent movie. I think what I would do that with for a juxtaposition would be Airport, working off the Burt Lancaster connection. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to when I'm going to have the opportunity to watch through those, but yeah, I'm not sure which I'll want to watch through first. I think maybe The Apartment, because I don't know. In a way, it also doesn't matter, because I'm going to watch through all three at some point. But very good movies, all, so. Okay, I can get a little bit further over.
That looks like an altar. Maybe I'll find something or someone interesting in here. Haledrin said that the priestesses have special embassy badges that allow them access to the sanctuary.
Okay. No, come on. There we go. And that is why I came back up. No, there isn't.
Hey,
It is just so frustrating because, as I've been complaining about, it is such high density. You have so little places you can go safely. I can hide in here? But I can't move. What game was that? There's a game where you can climb into such small things, but you can then move. I am really, really hoping. I don't know what I'm hearing. Okay, they are walking away. Okay. Let me just mount. I screwed up when I told things to when I told the movie stuff to process it earlier, so I was just needed to get that started again. Yeah, just some files I forgot to make sure we're in the right places. All right. Nope, I can't. I think there was something at some point I had concerning these movies. I just don't remember what it is anymore. Aside from they are all just such good movies.
Looks like all these lunatic dark elves are addicted to amber. If only I'd stashed some back when it was really available.
Without this pass, that idiot will never get through the doors of the sanctuary. And given the mood of the local population, stop him and give him a nice welcome ceremony. Then gut him
And drink water.
piss on his innards. One more job to add to Heledrin's tally. She's starting to run up a pretty big tab here.
Okay.
What the?
You saw nothing.
Is everything under control?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll never get used to that.
Most of these lurkers will be slaughtered by tonight. Attendance at the summit is strict limitation.
Perfect. The eyes of this will open. Closed door presentation. Something
Come
is
take a
lurking
look.
here.
You can ring my bell.
Yep.
Return to your positions. The summit approaches, and only authorized Castasiel may guard the sanctuary.
Very well, priestess.
Well, what do you know? Here's an
Guards
embassy
who are wearing
priestess
the
complete with a
authorization
beautiful
badge
badge allowing access to the diplomatic summit.
These
I really gotta talk to the
parasites
right.
within
Some
our
of these
walls.
coincidences are getting a little too good to be true.
The heck? Sorry, just... apparently I need to make some file edits before this will work as it should. That's right. See, the way I have this set up, FFmpeg should be saying no automatically to the idea of overwriting, because I haven't changed the script for it, just run through all these things. Should know to not overwrite any files, but it keeps asking me to. It's also just not doing some. And I don't know why. And because it's on a different computer, it's very awkward. Yeah, I have no idea why it thinks it shouldn't. Yeah, what are you talking about? No, don't overwrite that. But it's also, you're supposed to be running a file that says don't overwrite it. Say, I'm looking at it. -N is right there. What are you doing? Like, this is actually concerning, because that means it might not be doing what I'm explicitly telling it to do. Oh. I know why. Damn it. Yep, I know exactly why. I was explicitly telling it to do something else. I hate it when I do that, when that happens. But hey, it's something I can talk about at least. That also explains why it seemed to go so much faster. Okay. So the way I have the script set up is it's just, I use batch files, because I'm on Windows.
There we go. This badge will give High Mountain Haledrin a front row seat at the diplomatic summit. Meanwhile, the coast will be clear for me to go look for that shape-shifting scumbag, Jarak.
Yeah, okay. What? Oh, somebody probably got poisoned. I'm just gonna hang out here. Anyway, so I have batch files for telling FFmpeg what it's supposed to do. I also have a batch, and in there I have the -Ns. In another batch file, I tell it the folder, the video file, and then which batch file to pass the video to run for doing the processing. Got that all there. A while ago, I figured out how, because if you do just like // you can tell it to go up in a relative path, which is nice when I work with like television series, so I only need one instance of the file instead of multiple. Okay. I accidentally left that in there, so it was referencing the wrong FFmpeg batch files. Because I put like all season 1 in a season 1 folder. With the // it knows to go up a level, so the folder that contains season 1, season 2, season 3 holds the batch file, and I don't need to reference it. I don't need to have a copy in with each season.
This diplomatic summit is putting our people on edge. You slit throats would calm us nicely.
No one is happy to see impure mongrel blood within the walls of our sanctuary. But it is the will of our High Priestess, Lysrol. She's the one who sees and permits us to know truth.
Yeah, but earlier it did seem odd because it seemed like one of them was processing at a faster speed. I've been using slow for a while. I might be able to go back to medium in some cases. The slower medium presets. But it's just, it was going a lot faster than I was expecting. And yeah, the default that I use in most places is, well, the default I have set in the files is medium. I manually change it to slow. So it was running at medium, and that's why I seem to be so fast. Alright, here we go.
How did you manage to get in here?
That's not your concern. Slide the outfit and the pass under the gate.
You'll get the badge when I get into the sanctuary, not before.
You're not as weak as the goblins I've killed in the past. Meet me up above. I'll open a window.
Okay, how?
The blade of Lyswell.
Oh, I did not realize that. Anyway. Yeah, so I got that. Alright.
How did you manage to get in here?
That's not your concern. Slide the outfit and the pass under the gate.
You'll get the badge when I get into the sanctuary, not before.
You're not as weak as the goblins I've killed in the past.
What the?
Meet me up above. I'll open a window.
But yeah, I one thing with my video processing, I do make it like a kind of almost weird hobby. In that I cut out typically 3 small sections out of whatever it is I'm processing, and I do test processing on. Well, this is annoying. It seems I have to kill this one. There. You're just trying to figure out the right settings that produce a small file but still look good. That kind of thing. And I know it's kind of weird, but I do in fact enjoy it. In part because it's also finding out like what movies for whatever reason compress very nicely, what don't. So The Apartment, oh man, that one I was compressing very nicely. Neither Solid 17 nor Judgment Nuremberg want to compress as nicely. I don't spend the time to tune stuff for the game, this kind of game footage, but I do actually keep track, because I record at 1 bitrate. I then process for an archive version at a lower bitrate, but I also tell it to, you know, like, take your time to do more processing. And to be more efficient there. Just to save on time, and I actually do, to save on size, and I actually do keep track of the before and after, because I am kind of weird that way. And it can be very interesting. Some games, it is like, nah, it's just hitting the bitrate limit. Other games, no, it compresses so much better when I let it run a second time. Because this, I basically, when I'm just doing these recordings, I just throw bits at it, because that's okay. It's not how I ultimately keep it. I don't remember, I think I'm recording at 30. At one point, I recorded at 50, but for the long-term archives, I limited it to 25 megabit. Okay, there we go. It froze, and that was uncomfortable. I think I record now at 30.
Quickly, the summit is starting.
I don't give a rat's ass about the summit, but finding Jarak.
Jarak? He's called Jarak?
No balls Jarek. Yeah, there are rumors. Apparently he was banished by Lysrel and he's back for revenge.
If he stole the scepter, it must be so he could get into the summit.
Under which skin? I'll go find who Jarek has taken the form of. And when I find him, you'll help me to corner him.
After the summit.
During.
During? But that would be suicide.
Oh, there are things way more suicidal than that. Owing me something, for example. The elves around about me have spotted something unusual. Let's bend an ear and see if we can learn something.
Okay. Huh. What? Huh. I'm just confused why there's two here, but... You know, yeah, let's just grab that. Sure, give me that too. And I actually going to don't need to save it there, I think. Because the time is about to... I got 3 minutes left. But yeah, so I will actually stop this recording here. I'm just doing some note-taking. But yeah, I keep track of... I know it is weird, but I do keep track of the original and final archive sizes there. And it just... I find the compression very interesting. Seeing what compresses well, what doesn't. Especially for advanced codecs, like I primarily use 265. I don't like AV1. It softens the image too much, so I don't want to go to that. I will, because sometimes some things it'll compress well enough. It will compress well enough to not be an issue, or the image is already kind of soft, such that AV1 isn't losing much. But I mean, some swaying thing to put it is the people. I do not believe that the people that made AV1 have any background in film, because they seem so active in diluting sharp details like film grain and such. To be fair, they also were targeting getting the lowest possible bitrate. So there's a lot of filtering in there that does remove a lot of detail. It's what they opted to do, fine. But I do think that you have way too many people obsessing over AV1 as though it's the ultimate codec. It is not. It is one of many that it satisfies some uses, it doesn't satisfy others. But yeah, some people, just because the whole, it's more open, you know, like the licensing fees and such. But it's like 264, no licensing fees. 265 does have licensing fees, but it's still very widely supported. And I think... I'm not sure when the patents on that run out. But when they do, that's going to be very broadly used. And in some ways, I mean, you can get very good quality out of that. I mean, that's what I've been using. It's great. And does a better job preserving detail than AV1 in many cases. But AV2 may be interesting if they've learned anything and are actually going to try to do detail. But there's also 266 or VVC, Versatile Video Codec, that's from the Motion Picture Encoding Group, MPEG. That will be interesting. That's still new enough that I've not tried experimenting with it. There's no fancy encoders that are faster at it. I do want to see, though, how that goes, because MPEG, they have the background of film, so they would understand, yeah, we need something that isn't just going to throw away all the grain. So, yeah, anyway. I'll shut up and see you next time.